Well, I've been photographing for almost 4 decades now, 3.5 decades. From film to DSLR to mirrorless. I've used them all basically, guys. And I love it. Having fun with my cameras. The most important thing you can do is just go out there and have fun. And the best advice I could give anybody that wants to try this content creation thing is don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people are, producing, the numbers they're getting. All that stuff is not important. Just block all that noise out. Just worry about what you're doing. That's it, Same thing with like surfing the social media and looking at other people's lives. I can care less about other people's lives. I know what I'm here to do. I know what I'm all about. And, if it's helping that beginner photographer out, then you know what? I'm all in. I want to help that beginner photographer out as much as I physically can. And if it's on YouTube, then so be it. Gear is fun. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't like to talk about their gear? Right? Who doesn't like to talk about that? It's fun. I love owning gear. I'm proud to own gear. I want to show off the gear that I have sometimes, but it's a different thing when it becomes a validation for people. Like, they're not sure that they bought the gear, but it makes them feel good that they got to talk about it. Let the words be the images, not the other way around. That's fun, but when someone starts validating their purchase through forums and through just gear talk and even through bashing, I see this all the time. Where you validate your purchase or the brand that you use by bashing another brand. That's not cool. A storied company, it's more about the process of photography. It's more about the do's and the hands-on approach to photography, the process of photography. And at the same time, you get amazing image quality with Leica glass and Leica cameras. They pretty much caught up to each other now. Yeah, they pretty much caught up to each other now, really. That's the truth. Some do things better than others. Some lack a few features. Some gain a few features. Some have lenses that the others don't. It all comes down to you. It all comes down to your eye. It all comes down to what you're producing with your cameras. Forget about what others are producing. It's what you're producing with your cameras. Yeah. I'm using a very old setup to do this recording. I just wanted to try a few things out, plug in my camera, my 14-year-old DSLR to an iPad for monitor, right? That's what I'm doing. And what else am I doing? I have an old Sigma 135 lens that I probably paid $80 for at a flea market. And I have a D800, which is 13, 14 years old. This thing's got maybe 700,000 clicks on it. And I'm shooting video with it. Who would have thought? In 2025, yes, it's manual focus, the lens and the camera, doing video. This is a manual focus lens, but who would have thought I'm shooting semi-professional video using this setup? Who would have thought in 2025? This camera came out way back in the day. I'm using a 100-year-old Sigma 135 Senna. Now, not the Plena. A 135 2.8 manual focus lens from the dinosaur era. If you're doing video and you got somebody manning the camera that knows what they're doing, and you don't need autofocus, well, let me show you how I'm rigging this thing up. Okay, so look at what I've done with the D800. If you need a monitor, who needs a flip screen, right guys? Check it out. So there's the actual, oops, let's go this way. There's the actual picture that we were getting. And then I got it hooked up to this thing with the cable that this unit came with, the CMU Axon. And HDMI to D800. Here's the lens, guys. How much is this thing nowadays? There's the lens. So the D800 has HDMI out. But how much? What kind of lens is it? It's a Sigma, I know that. But it's a 2.8, 135 mil lens from back in the day. Cool, huh, guys? That's my setup. If I want to monitor this thing. There you go, guys. I mean, it's not what you use. It's how you use it. You know, and I'm having fun doing this. I'm having a blast. I'm looking at this light in front of me. And I love this thing. I love this light with the softbox and the grid and everything like that. You can probably see it from through my glasses, right? The reflection. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love using my Z6s, Z9s, and all that. ZFs. Makes jobs so much easier. You know, it's crazy because I'll admit to this, okay? When I started Vahagraphy, I was having a blast. When I started the channel in 2020, which is 4 years ago, 5 years ago, almost 5 years. Wow, it's going to be 5 years. But anyway, when I started it, I was having a fun time. I was having a blast. And then things didn't get too fun. It started feeling like I was obligated to produce something. I got into it with a few other creatives. I started wasting my time, following others, following the numbers. But now, I'm starting to have fun again. And this is why I came back. I'm starting to have fun on this channel again. Just doing different things. I like weird things. I like just experimenting with weird shit. D800, what video? $50 mic. H2N, $40 mic. By the way, if you're looking at doing if you want a nice mic that doesn't cost too much money, this thing is awesome. Internal SD recording. You can actually hook it up to a computer, USB, for live streams. This thing is actually full of features. This softbox that I have here, $180, $200 setup. Camera, a few $100 you can pick one up. The lens is, like I said, I paid $100 for this lens. Just check out that bokeh. I've always been a big fan of making crazy, weird videos like this, right? It's not all about the latest, greatest toys and the latest, greatest reviews. It's not all about that. Sometimes it's about what you can do. You can make the most out of your situation with very minimal equipment. Like I said, the D800, how much does that thing cost today? I'm starting to have fun again on Vahagraphy, and that's all that counts, man. Blocking out all the noise, blocking out everybody that's just... Because there's haters out there, of course. It doesn't bother me. I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. I'm having a blast again. And this is how it started. I was having a blast, and now I'm having a blast once again. So, yeah. Feels good, you know, to just create things that I want to create. Talk about things that I want to create, not what people want me to create, not what companies want me to create, what I want to create. And that's what it's all about, guys. Remember that. If you were starting a channel, do what makes you happy, not the other way around. Things I like to photograph, I like all kinds of photography. For work, I do, the portraits and headshots and the events. But I like things that I don't get paid on, because that's where I have the most fun. Like going out and pretending I'm a street photographer. going out and pretending I'm a sports photographer, going out and pretending I'm a landscape photographer, architecture, whatever. Take my camera and shoot. Whenever something challenges me, I would like to take it head on. You know, if I'm weak at something, if I don't, like, for example, if I'm not that good at lighting, if I'm not that good at anything, you know, that has to do with the subject of photography or anything in life, I like to tackle it head on and just get better at the weaknesses, you know. Sure, I can take a portrait headshot. That's easy. I can do that blindfolded. But it's the other stuff that I can do as well, or I haven't given the opportunity to do, like getting in there, shooting sports, just having fun with long lenses, seeing what kind of luck I can have capturing the action. Concert photography is another thing that I love because I love music. I love getting into the music and doing what I love, which is taking pictures. So combine the two and you have a concert photographer. I love doing that. Yeah, so other things I love setting up for video shoots like this, like a talking head interview, like just having fun, guys. Just be yourself. Don't make things too complicated. That's all. Don't make things too complicated, you know. Your creation, your fun, your energy, the love of content creation, and the love that I have to teach, the love that I have to inspire, the love that I have to show others that anything can be done in this content creation space. You just gotta love it. Like I love this light. I love this light. This light is kick ass. I love it. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.